Oh, my teaching philosophy is to engage students as much as possible. Now, most of the time, I teach very large classes, so it is difficult to engage the students. Every class, I start with connections in terms of the topic. I like to tell them what we're going to study for that day and connect it to something that we've done before. And then I also like to connect it to whatever it's going to be useful for. It's like, why are we doing this? And then, of course, I like to demystify math. Everybody thinks that math is some mystical thing that, ooh, it's really hard and I can't learn math. Well, it's not. As long as you learn it in step-by-step procedures, math is not that difficult. And that's what I like to try to help students do, is demystify it. And if you learn it that way, it's not difficult to learn. Plus, I like to try to engage students, even in big classes. That is really hard, I have to admit, to engage students in big classes and get them to pay attention. Part of that I try to do by humor. Tell terrible jokes, not pick on people per se, but try to get them, ask pointed questions, try to get them to answer me. I try to make it a no scare zone. If they answer it the wrong way, so what? There's nothing wrong with answering it the wrong way. You know, you're not going to get in trouble for that. I'm not going to chastise you for it, but I'd like you to think about why it's wrong. And I'd like to try to draw that out of them. Now, the people who sit in the back, that's pretty hard to do that with. But sometimes, admittedly, sometimes students fall asleep. And I like to get them for that. And I go and I sneak up to them and I write a frowny face on their notes. And that gets them pretty good. And they don't usually fall asleep anymore in my class after that. The one thing I really wish that I could do more is I wish I had a better memory, because I really wish that I could call every student by name. At the beginning of this term, I had 70 students in 4 classes. If you do the math on that, that's a lot of students. You know, when students come to see me in my office, I know their name, and I encourage them to come to see me on a one-on-one basis, and we chat about math and other things, and students will come to see me do better. So I like to try to make those kind of connections, and that's some of my philosophy.